Is it working? I think it is. Just me in here. I'm gonna tweet this out. I'm not exactly sure if I'll have the right right link. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm gonna try it. 1 second. You can just listen to the chill. Listen to the chill. Chill. Listen to the chill. Oh, sorry, feedback. Chill. Listen to the chill. Oh, sorry, feedback. Okay, it looks like I'm live for the first time in a long time. I'm not gonna rhyme. All right, copy paste. I'm going to go on Twitter. Put that up on there. If you want to come in and join the chat, please don't be mean. If you're gonna troll, I'll ban you. But once I figure that out, I don't know how to do that. But here we are. Sure, a lot of people are getting banned right now. Oh, I guess we can talk about that. All right, tweeting it. Okay, it's out there. So go ahead and join in the chat if you like. I'm going to keep on rhyming with this. No, I'm not good at that. Okay, I just want to make sure I can see the chat. Turn down my music. I thought, I would keep this calm, chill, because people aren't really chilling lately, are they? It's got a little hot. And my son's sleeping in the other room, so if I just run out of here, because I hear screaming on the monitor, you'll have to excuse me. I'll just have to end it there. But maybe he'll just stay asleep, hopefully. Okay, so what is going on? Is anyone here? No, of course not. I will just type to myself. Hello. Oh, God. This is embarrassing. That one's a little too upbeat. I wanted something a little more somber. Okay, I'm going to switch it up a little bit here. I mean, should I even have music? I feel like it might help, because then it doesn't feel like I'm just talking to myself, which I am. All right, so what's going on? Anyone out there? Want to blast it on Twitter? Check on Instagram. Like, join me, mofos. Well, it's been an interesting week, hasn't it? So, might as well talk about the big thing. That's always a big thing, that Trump got kicked off. Looks like Twitter permanently banned. A lot of people are cheering that, and there's a lot of funny memes. I'll give them that. But again, let me reiterate: I'm not a party person. I don't care for any political party. If you're doing nonsense and not for free speech and Second Amendment or just all the rights in general, then I think you're a dickhead. I don't care what camp you're in. But that should concern someone. I think if the president of the United States gets banned. I know, like, social media is fairly new, but getting banned off Twitter was definitely like a line in the sand drawn, right? It was a flex, major flex. Maybe it's just theater. I don't know. Like all this theater that possibly happened at the Capitol. To me, it looked like theater, or most of it. At least it was maybe just started at. I mean, there's been plenty of people probably talked about this and dived, but from what I could tell, that looked pretty fake and troubling, to say the least, to move the goalpost or try to get people like myself and others, ones that aren't Q-tards. And Q-tards, you better be on the run, because they're coming after you. That's what it looks like. Like, speaking of which, I'm looking at Twitter right now. Hey, let's look at Twitter. Let's just check that out, huh? I don't know if you can see that on your end. I want to make sure you can. You have to excuse me. I'll make sure we're seeing the same image because I'm going through OBS. Okay, I think so. I'm gonna have to make this. I do apologize. Oh, I guess I can't. All right. All right. Boy. All right, here we go. We'll go on my Twitter feed. Why not? Let's go look in this trash can. Or as Chris Knowles calls it, a hobo toilet, which I think is a pretty good descriptor. I swear to God, I just saw the horned guy. Where'd he go? No. Looks like they're screwing up in real time. Well, there's Mark Hamill talking about Trump being gone. I mean, that's just... Oh, there he is. Okay, so let's check this out. Okay, so we got the decoder ring out, right? We're looking at gematria. Q semi equals 33. Of course it does. And this is the Q shaman, I think that's what they're calling him. Or, he's the main figure of this. I don't know if this... I don't feel like this guy is real, but at the same time, it just feels a little too perfect. Like, there's a couple of videos that are, like, of him explaining, vast conspiracies and whatnot. And the bad thing about it is I'm like, yeah, he's dead on most of it. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good. This is going to make us look all crazy and dangerous. And the language right now is domestic terrorists. Because I think which is obvious because other people have been bringing this up, like Whitney Webb. They're building security apparatus. That's the whole thing is being, the rate reset, all of that is being shifted not only economically, but like how the security state is being pushed with biometrics, but also it's like, I think that the industrial war complex is spent in the Middle East, and this like whole like, oh, we got to pull out. So, well, yeah, because it's spent, and now it's gonna eat itself. So it's gonna be coming to homeland. That'd be Homeland Security, which they've been, prepping forever. So everyone's a terrorist. I was actually at the beginning of the BML stuff where everyone was championing like all the stuff about let me get out of this. Championing all the stuff and things about burning and the hoorah, that I was like, I can understand people be mad. I get that. I've been frustrated for a long time about a lot of things, but it's just how you go about it, because it'll just be used against you in the future. And that's what I felt like, that not only was it to create opportunity zones and then like to bring down the prices of real estate and get people to move out and blah blah blah. That they were I just lost my train of thought. This is a stream of consciousness with Booseephus. Thank you for joining me. I don't think anyone's even here yet. Let's see. Is anyone there? Is anyone watching? Is it just me? I'll probably get pea shy. Oh, there's two of you. Hello, welcome the two lurkers. So if you'd like to, join in, and we can, or bring up a topic, go ahead and just type it in the comments, or the chat. Sorry, not the comments. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so they're building. Everyone knows this, at least in our circle, right? They're building it up. But when I was posting on Instagram before it got really lame, and I'm probably like, I'm some borrowed time there, but I've been going like hog wild in there because I don't care. Just like, I guess see the writing on the wall. But I was posting, I was like, all these articles and pictures of how the military has been prepping about, which I think a lot of the Q people were thinking like, oh, this means they're gonna go into the sewers and hunt pedophiles, because they were doing all these like deep underground and what was it, civilian like city-styled warfare. I'm like, I think this is just because they're actually prepping to do that here, and not just to like get pedophiles, but to grandma who was a Q person might be an insurgent, so you gotta go crack her fucking skull, right? It's terrible. It's terrible. What's up, peoples? What's up? I didn't really plan this. This was just I was kind of bored, not tired yet. We are going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll do a shout out to the Weaving Spiders Welcome on here on YouTube. So you should check that out. I don't know what time, so just figure that out. I think it's going to be around 7 or 8 Pacific time, I think. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at plugging. Anyways, times like this, I wish I still smoked cigarettes or weed, because I feel like this is kind of the thing where you just sit here and just like blast 2 packs, just like a cool guy, being intellectual and shit, which I'm not either one of those things. But yeah, what is going on? I know you're lurking. Get on those comments. Talk to me. I feel like I'm masturbating, like, emotionally to you. Yeah, so yeah, Trump's gone. Or is he? Oh, I should have do I have a sound effect? Oh, I have spook. I had a intrigue music queued up. So is Trump actually gone off Twitter? Or is it that he's going to be live tweeting us via the FCC? Anyways, I just don't know if we should be cheering that, because obviously that's going to be problematic for anyone who steps out of the narrative of the state or empire or whatever. I mean, because basically, because I know people, I've just kind of like heard about this whole, was it communitarianism? I could be saying that wrong, so excuse me if I am. The idea that it's like self-policing and whatnot. There was going to be championing, just basically Chinese-styled censorship, the only thing I could think of why this actually accelerated, you have to excuse me if it makes you upset, or just, again, this is just stream consciousness with Booseephus. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Oh, I didn't pass that. I didn't time that, but that was good timing. Oh, and tell me if you are getting a lag if I'm not syncing sound-wise, because I don't know if the latency is going to be an issue. But, okay, I don't want to lose my train of thought. My stream consciousness here. Live stream consciousness. I thought that was a pretty good title. I think I'm going to keep it. I do this more often. Just let me know if you like these. Singing, because I'm a pretty liberal guy. I've always been pretty liberal. Let's say I was like I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, conservative background, but a little bit. My grandfather, but he was chill, but he was, this is actually something that could be used against me if like you want to say I'm some sort of shill. I can see this, but I might as well just like say it if someone's gonna dig. My grandfather was he's been dead for a while, so I think he died when I was 11 or maybe 10. So it's been a while, but he was up there in the Air Force and Pentagon, but he ended up leaving it, so it's not, and he just kind of like chilled the rest of his life. He was a good guy though. Where's I going with this? I just don't want people to think I'm a shill, but people might think that anyways. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is he? I have no agendas. You know, that's all I just want to say. I don't have any agendas. I notice there's a lot of agendas, especially on Twitter. But just the drama. People are just talking major shit. I talk some shit too, but usually if it's provoked, like the sigil banishing Trump guy. I don't remember his name, but we had a little tiff a little while ago. I won't go into that, but I'm not trying to make more enemies, but I just don't handle it very well if people start talking smack. But Twitter and social media is kind of like if you're driving on the freeway. I think it does the same neurology. So you're, terrified on the road, and anyone who cuts you off, you're ready to scream at them like you're going to murder them. Same thing with tweets, right? So if someone starts going off on you, you just totally dehumanize them and talk about like murdering them and their family or something. I've never done that. I've never gone that hard, but I'm sure it happens. I don't know what's going with this. I'm not high. I think I was talking about like wishing I smoked cigarettes. I'd really like to have one. It's been hard. I quit smoking in 2020. If anything, I should have been smoking more. But that wasn't part of the plan because I trusted it. Trusted my health plan because my health insurance was going up. I think it's expensive now. Ooh, it's gonna go up after this, even though nothing's happening. In my opinion, just my opinion. The corduroy 33 is real bad. Oh, by the way, if you're new to this channel, I do hobo speak or hobo secret speakins. So it's not like weird white supremacist like speech or whatever. If that's what people are thinking, no, it's just. I shouldn't even have said that. I need to have a hobo code for that. Like, whitey tighties. Yeah, there we go. People are like whitey tighties. But yeah, hobo code is great because it's probably what we're going to have to use to get around these draconian algorithms, or that will probably just. They're going to get rid of a lot of people, I think. That's one thing I think is going to happen this next couple of weeks. They're going to purge a lot, and including maybe my small channel has nothing on it really, with no viewers. That could just get Robo to come in, RoboCop, bebops and gives it the chop. But I'm just gonna try, keep on going. Because as of right now, we still have rights and we still have laws. But the move is to get rid of that. So just be aware of that. Don't disarm. Okay? That's the big thing. The only reason why they get away with a lot of this shit in other countries because they're disarmed. And, usually it's the government and the criminals that have the guns. So if you're law abiding and you're a good person, chill. It's fine. Have something. Just don't be done with it. It's super simple. I don't know if this music. I'm vibing on this music. I don't know if you people are. I just tried to put something on like light and easy, but just wanted to chill. Thank you. Welcome to the Booseephus live stream of consciousness. Is anyone in the chat? Come on, hit me up. Maybe I should see if I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of. Maybe I should see if someone will come in on here with me, so I'm not just talking to myself. Make it Barsky. I'm gonna try to hit him up. I don't even know how I even get him on here. Honestly, I didn't even look to see how I like Zoom or whatever. I could try. Anyways, you know what? I think that's not something I should do during a live stream. Try to troubleshoot and that's not ideal. Let's go back to chilled music. Let's keep it chill. Let's keep it down. Yeah. Excuse me, I need a water break. just put a little lemon in there, enhances the flavor, but also I think it helps digestion. I don't know. Feels like it does. There's a tip. It's not a health tip. Okay, YouTube. It's not a health tip because I know you don't like those. You want people fat, lazy, and ignorant. And stupid. Stupid and ignorant. Same thing. See, I'm already there. So, yeah. So, what else is going on? Should we talk about predictions? Is the storm coming? I guess if we get the emergency text message or something from Trump blasting us, then we know the storm has begun. It's just crazy. We're in a crazy world, aren't we? Reality's kind of breaking down. I mean, yeah. It's like a David Lynch dream, but not as interesting. It's like David Lynch and Guy Fieri got together or something. It's a big diner, man. It's a big dive diner filled with cheesy deep fried fatty goodness. And, I think we'll be okay, though. And that's the thing. I've seen a lot of negativity, including myself. I spiraled a few times. I thought maybe, I was like, looking at property. I'm like, I should probably maybe get a yurt, live off the land, learn how to hunt. But I'd never hunted before, so I was kind of kicking myself. I'm like, there's a lot of things I should have probably been prepping for over the last 20 years and learning how to do all kinds of manly cool shit. No dad. Well, I do have a dad, but he wasn't there for a while, so I shift all my blame on him. Okay, he's a boomer. Hey, anyone in the chat? Anyone want to say hello? Am I even engaged in the chat? Maybe because I feel like maybe the chat's not even on. If I would feel really stupid, if the chat's not even on. And I'm just like being rude. No one's there. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, okay? Like you care about privacy. What a joke. You won't have privacy. You won't own anything, and you'll be very, very happy. I am Klaus Schwab. I really want to do my full Klaus, but I'm trying to be quiet. There's people sleeping, right? A sleeping baby. He's a sweet boy. What I'm trying to do is, as a bit, I'm trying to get a friend on Twitter. We're discussing. We're trying to work it out. I want her to, because she knows how to sew and all that. That's like her job. Like she makes custom things. I want her to make me the Klaus Schwab karate gi, like satanic karate gi. It's not satanic actually. It's from he honorary some weird transhumanist school in somewhere in Europe. But I want that get up. I want to wear it every time I live stream, podcast, grocery shop, all of it. Baby, I want to look good. Because I think that's one thing. So if it all goes to shit and it's like they're just like gonna crank down the archonic, technocratic nightmare, which appears to be at least on paper right now, and they're building. And again, these things aren't always executed. People are people. They're not very good at executing everything as planned, right? And also the metaphysics of that is a whole nother conversation. But having said that, if we're headed into this nightmare, why not have fun a little bit? I think if we kind of like take a borrow from Dadaism, right? Just the surreal movement. What if that's how we fight it? This whole thing, even the mass right now, if we just get really weird and there's a large mass of us that are weird, so weird it's off-putting, that even the controllers, which I'm actually, I shouldn't say that, bots, right? Hobo code. Those people, entities, corporations, NGOs, whatever. At the tippity top, there's the Babylonian farmers. They farm people. They have more money and power than we can imagine, and they get bored and they dream of making the world in their vision, and they're like weird. That's at least what I imagine. But anyways, thank you for coming to the Stream of Consciousness hour, the live stream of consciousness. Oh, that was kind of cute music. You're here with Booseephus, and we're at the top of the hour. Actually, we're not at the top of the hour, but we're close. Thank you for joining us. And if you'd like to chime in the chat, go ahead and say hello, and I'll say hello back. Don't be a dick, please. I appreciate that. But anyways, what if we just get a little weird? So weird, they can't handle it. And it's kind of, because like we're already in that zone. It's so weird and bizarre. I feel like we just dribble down. So, wear weird shit, say weird shit, be ridiculous. It might actually save the day. I mean, because if we're so bizarre and we're just like running around like fucking lunatics, and then they try like Project Blue Bagel or whatever, it might, and we just like don't even pay attention to it. Even those aliens will be like, we're good. The timing was wrong. We're just gonna step out. Just a thought in the live stream of consciousness. Thank you for joining us. I'm just babbling into the void. But if this is your first time in the channel, please hit subscribe and tinker the bell, because it helps things and such. I want to grow, like to grow spiritually, mentally, not so much physically, unless it's muscle mass. I'd like to get yoked. But do I have the time and energy and resolve? No. Not at all. Not until I get some human growth hormones, like Joe Rogan. That guy takes a lot of him. I should probably talk to him or his dealer. Anyways, what should we talk about? I really wish someone would. Twitter. What's going on Twitter? Is anyone talking to me on there? Oh, I got a notification. What is up? Oh, it's Chris Knowles, but he's not talking to me. He's talking to someone else via me. We're tagged in. Well, yes, here, I'll plug Chris Knowles. If you're not reading Chris Knowles, go get his fucking book. Books, plural, he just put out another one, and I just got it, so I'm about to dig into it, but it's amazing. Writer, analyst, secret mystic. Yeah, maybe one day I can come on to the show of the Stream of Consciousness, because I'm winging this. I don't know. Might be cool. Like to hear his thoughts, what's going on. On his blog, he's starting to formulate something, but I think too that the metaphysics right now, again, a lot of people say a lot of things, and including myself. Again, these are just thoughts. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. It just is what it is. So don't shoot the messenger. Whatever that messenger is inside of me, I don't know. Do we have anyone in the comments? Nope, nothing. All right, people. Wait, there's one watching. I lost one. Got too boring. That's okay. I understand. I didn't really plan this, but I think I think we're gonna see a lot of twitching. I think okay. So here's the thing with this thing that just happened with the Capitol siege, which totally looked fake, blown out of proportion. I mean, they're saying like it was the Pearl Harbor insurrection. Is like, this is fucking nonsense. I mean, they let the people walk out the fucking front door, didn't arrest them. I'm not saying they weren't Trump supporters. I'm sure most of them were. A couple were questionable. The actor, Bull Q Shaman guy, I don't know what his story was. Probably a plant. I mean, it just seemed too ridiculous. But again, you don't know. We don't have all the pieces of information. We can only just assess, right? That seemed like it was obviously planned and so obvious that's the question. It's like, why is this so obvious? Is it because it's so sloppy and it was just like thrown together? Or the point was it was supposed to be sloppy and visible to us to further make the narrative like people, like me and other saying like this is fake, and then in the future like, oh, you don't think that's real? Then we're locking you up, sonny. I don't know, but it was just nonsense. And then like the Congress was using it as their means of saying that's why they had to, get rid of Trump. And here's the thing too. I really do not like the song. What is this crap? It's a little too Kenny G for me. It's actually gonna be all Kenny G, smooth jazz. But this is copyright free supposedly, so I have to work with what I can. If I get some grindcore like copyright free, then I'll play that as I talk in the future on the stream, the live stream of consciousness. Thank you for joining. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Whatever all that shit happened. Obviously fake. Obviously is an onion, right? So we have levels of stuff going on. They said 4 or 5 people died, but we only saw one on screen, and then that could have been a real person. I don't know. Maybe. I'll just assume yes, that was a real person. That was terrible. Terrible if anyone goes. Lesson should be there is that don't get so worked up politically that you get yourself killed. I mean, I think if anything, this if this was the psyop, and that's the thing too, is like there's so many, appears to be so many psyops. Maybe they're just trying to throw everything to see what sticks. But or maybe there isn't as many as we think, and a lot of it's just like panic and nonsense, or just realities doesn't make any sense anymore. I really don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know. But what was I going with that thought, that chain thought? You think I was high? God, I really want a cigarette. It just doesn't feel right if I was smoking a lot. I smoked for like 20 years. Like a cool guy. Not cool anymore. I should get even a Juul. Tried one of those once, didn't like it. Yeah, but anyways. Let's just see what happens in the next 20 days. But I guess my only advice, if anything was to take away from this stream, was that if we get a little weird and we go a little dada, that might break this, finish breaking this system down. Because no one's satisfied, no one's happy. That's apparent. And maybe that was also the thing that these last few years have been really successful doing. That was unintentional, I would say, is to get people, or maybe intentional, because you can look at it both ways. You can say intentional to break down our system, so we just basically get exhausted by it and say, we don't want this. Give us like a technocratic bebop, like take care of the show. Like I saw an article, maybe I could pull it up. about China saying they'll take the reins for us. And they actually said, this was on Yahoo News, that they would take the reins for the New World Order. Which I'm actually working on my third part 3. If you watch on my channel, I'm doing little digs into masks and stuff and whatnot like that. I'm working on part 3. Part 3 is a bit messy for right now. It's like Beautiful Mind. I have strings and I'm trying to tie it together where it's not nonsense, because in my mind it works, and because I can compartmentalize and go, oh well, this connects. How do I make that into a narrative so you can understand it? That's where I'm kind of in a problem. But I'll get it working. I will. But that was a side note. But yeah, my stream of consciousness is pretty broken. I have fucking holes in my head. It is a bunch of ghosts in there, and they're just duking it out for the take control of the seats, the controls. I am losing my mind as we speak, as I speak to you on the live stream of consciousness. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Okay. I don't think I like this. I didn't. I tried to pick it like lo-fi, and it's just not. It doesn't feel like lo-fi to me. But I'm not gonna try to find anything right now. But I feel like I need to have a little mood music, because if it's just me talking, I'm gonna get very uncomfortable quickly if I don't hear anything behind it, and then I'm gonna get embarrassed, and then want to like go in the corner and cry and pee on the floor. Make the wife upset, because I've done that before. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, it's crazy. So get Dada, get with it, get weird. Because what are they gonna do? I mean, if we're all a bunch of lunatics, like, it's gonna break. They're not gonna know what to do. I think their spell, and I think this is gonna be another important thing as we move further into the timeline. We need to start breaking spells, and there's a lot of good people that do it already, but I think more of us need to, and we need to call it out as it's happening. But the spells are so bad right now and obvious, and that's why I can't figure out. I'm like, is this a psyop in itself? It's got to look so obvious and bad, and that's what it is? Or it's because it's panicky and messy, and we're dealing with a bunch of delinquent or degenerates that are completely lost their mind because they like traffic with demons and and inbred and whatever. Like, it's like, are we dealing with a guy like in a True Detective season 1 who's like, he's like the janitor or the groundskeeper, but he's the Yellow King, and he's just completely insane, like having sex with his mom in a dirty house, but he like runs the show. Is that the farmer? Is that the Babylonian farmer at the end? I think it might be. But where was I going with this? Yeah, so it just doesn't seem like it makes any sense. It's like, of course it doesn't. Everyone knows this doesn't make any sense. It's just so preposterous. Maybe it is a dream. Maybe we are trapped in a dream, and like in a dream when you're about to wake up, it gets more preposterous as you get closer to the point where you open your eyes. You know, I don't know. Just streaming consciousness here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Let's check the chat. Is anyone on the chat? Probably not. Nope, I'm dead. I'm all by myself. This is a nightmare, and I'm trapped in it. Okay. I'll just break up this. Because I'm not a political guy, so. I had a funny story. I went to the park today with my wife and my son, and the isolation. I've been pretty used to isolation for a long time. I don't really hang out with people, or I should go outside more, but I'm trying more. So we can take him to a park, because we need to take him outside. That's important. So we take him to a park, and we try to do this consistently. And I'm very pleased to see this time that there's not that many people wearing masks. Like, because it seemed like as every time we go, there'd be more and more of it. And then like people being weird, you go, oh, well, hello. And you tip your hat to them and go, hello. And there's just nothing. They say nothing to you. They just look at you in disgust and horror. That's probably because my pants is kind of a little too low. Like my ass cheeks are hanging out. But I thought it was a mask, not having one. But actually, that didn't happen. I keep my pants up as much as I can. But anyways, so we're there, and I don't, so I haven't really talked to anyone. Not really. Tried, or just like, like, well, hello, and got nothing. But this time around, almost all the parents and people there aren't wearing masks. So I was like, that's cool. This is very cool. And my kid, he's 2, and he rolls up to these other kids playing in this spinny thing that like it's kind of on an axis. So just the inertia of you being on it will spin it. It's pretty cool. Anyways, so he wants to go over there and check it out. And the 2 moms with their kids are over there. And so he's just playing next to him because he's at that stage where they don't really play. They just kind of play next to kids. And I'm trying to make small chat with them because, it's awkward without saying anything. And I make the mistake of saying that I was trying to say that being a new dad, how it was, what was the word I was trying to use? Humbling. I was trying to say it was humbling, but the words that came out were, it is humiliating. And the look that were on their faces was priceless. And I was terrified that I'd mess it up. And then my brain started fucking up and I couldn't think of the word I was trying to say. I was like, oh, but that's not what I meant. That's what I said. And I couldn't back it up. So it was just like an awkward, like, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I gotta go. So these women thought I thought it was humiliating to have a child and be a new dad. I'm probably going to think about that for months when I go to sleep and just feel the terror strike me as how embarrassing that was. It happens, right? For the longest time, I would say the phrase, what's that phrase? I said it wrong all the time. It was, I can't remember the phrase, but it's really bad. And I thought it was like not that bad. And the years of people giving me this complex look because I was using the wrong context. Just embarrassing. I embarrass myself. Let's just say no one's going to embarrass me as much as I embarrass myself. I think that's why I'm not easily shamed on the internet, because I can shame myself, or my wife can shame me pretty well. She's got that down to a science. She can break me. She's done before. Right, women? Am I right? Women. Am I right, men? Women? Just fucking break your soul. I'm kidding. I love her. Women they're the other half. We need them. Thank you for joining me on the Stream of Consciousness. I'm just going to do that like I'm on a radio TV show, because I think that's what it feels like. I'm vibing that way. I don't even know how long I've been on. I don't want to be boring. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to be like a TV show that's gotten too many seasons. I want to do sweet, right? Where were we at? I feel like I've done this for at least almost an hour. I'll say I've been on an hour. I'll start wrapping it up if I can. I feel like I had more to say, like in my head when I was laying down, just filled with embarrassment. And, the thought of maybe if I just never go to that park again, I'll never see these people and feel the humiliation roll over me like a black blanket. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting couple weeks. It appears that Trump, at least appears right now, is fading out into a humiliation ritual. But on the other hand, I'm not getting cute-hearted, but if this was a narrative, this was a movie, like those Q-tards said. You're enjoying a movie, and he's got people in his campaign that work in the movies. Like, I just found out Mucci, Secretary of Treasury. He's a movie producer. He's made a lot of movies, a lot. And then Kushner, the soulless vessel, for chthonic entities. He had someone working with him on there too, who did the Purge movie, or Purges. How many purges are there? 3 purges? There've been 3 purges. 2? 18. Let's just say I think it was the second purge. The election one was election night or something like that. He came up with. I think that's where they got the MAGA from. Was from that movie. So I'm like, that's weird. But having said that, if this is a movie, we're seeing the second act, right? So like it's like the darkest part. It's like it's like Empire Strikes Back. Trump is like Luke and has his hand chopped off. So we're about to see Return of the Jedi. If this is a narrative and that maybe that's the psyop. Maybe the psyop is to reinvigorate the American spirit, because whatever part of this cabal or power structure, farmers have split, and Trump's part of this other mobby thing is wants, they didn't want to go do the China thing because, who knows? And there's a lot of things that we have no information for, so we can only kind of surmise, right? So if this is a narrative in a movie, he's about to rise up, right? And he's gonna, at least in the movie, it doesn't mean it's real, but he's gonna like have a glorious return. He's Luke, Return of the Jedi. Possibly. We'll see. That may not be the case. I mean, is Biden going to be our Luke? It doesn't make it. See, that's the other thing. Like Biden, in as far as if the narrative, or if this was a movie or a dream, he doesn't make sense to be the hero, right? Because he's only appeasing like the NPCs or the people that are completely vacant. Okay, I'm sorry if you're a Biden lover, but it's like, I mean, it's like at this point, it's like, good God, I don't know how you not. I mean, that's okay. Oh, that was my original thought. And I totally coming full circle. Why did it become when you were liberal? Because I'm very liberal, but I guess I'm not liberal anymore, or liberal enough, and I don't know what that means. Anyways, why did it appear, at least, that the liberal left, Democrats and libertarian, all the whole whatever, why did it appear that they embraced fascism or soft fascism? Why did the flip? Because as I've been growing up, it's predominantly been like right wing, Bush era, this nonsense Christian, but like Zionist Christian. I'm sorry. Oh, I shouldn't even say that word. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about this like kind of like Christianity that's the televangelists kind of like cucked Christianity. It's not Christianity. I mean, people are worried about Christians. I mean, come on. Have you seen a Christian lately? They're not fucking scary. I mean, they're pretty fucking weak. They're not gonna burn you at the stake. That's for sure. It's more likely to be done by someone with an ACAB shirt on with purple hair. And that was my point. Why is this weird switch with the left embracing authoritarianism? And I know that communitarianism, whatever, I could be saying that wrong, but you know that thing. I think you know that thing. Look it up. I just kind of found, oh, my son might be waking up. Wow, right when I was trying to get my thought. Let's see if he gets down. wrap this up. But the point was, why the embrace? Is it because Obama demoralized the left so bad that, like, unconsciously they couldn't believe their guy was like a lunatic who murdered? I mean, he expanded the war complex, 7 more wars, fucking murdered people with bombs on their wedding. I mean, not like himself, but indirectly, right? It's bad enough. And just like the whole like hope thing, and then we have like Trump now with the Make America Great and all this stuff, and it's like a very similar thing, and it's like left right dichotomy, same retarded bird in the middle, but you know what I mean. That the left got so demoralized that they couldn't handle it consciously, so they flipped and went full right. Is that making sense? That's like the only thing I can think of. And maybe that's what's happening to the right now. That they're going to get completely demoralized because they bought in that the America's going to get great, and the Q stuff was going to like come into fruition, and they're going to be not left on the wayside of this great reset. And then they're going to get so demoralized that they flip and go full authoritarian too. And then that's the alchemical marriage, and that's how we become a full fascist embracing society. Is because they basically broke the spirit and the wills of the people. I don't know. It's just stream of conscious. Thank you. This is what we do here. I don't really like the song, but it bumped up a little bit. I'm actually gonna plan this out better next time. But I do appreciate you coming along and hearing my rambles for a little bit. I was just bored. Hopefully this worked out. Hopefully it's synced. I didn't have anyone try to chat with me. I probably don't even have anyone watching anymore. I have 3 watchers. Great. So I have 3 people hop on right at the end. Well, I appreciate you. If you want to say hello real quick before I sign off, go ahead and do that. I'll don't be afraid. Maybe you want to ask a question or throw up a topic real quick I can throw in. Because I think my son went back down. I thought I heard him kind of Russell Crowe in there. He smokes and eats a lot. My son, that is, also Russell Crowe. Speaking of which, Russell Crowe's gotten really big. What happened to him? I'm concerned about him, guys. You know, no one talks about him. He's like, was in this weird movie recently where he played like a psychopath. They had road rage. I do want to see it though. No one asks how Russell's doing anymore. It's not right. Hollywood's not looking good. Let's just say that Hollywood is not looking good. I mean, there's some of the shit they're making right now. Like, it seems over. Even Netflix. I got rid of Netflix. Actually, I got rid of it after Cuties, and then my son ended up buying it on my Roku again. So I watched the Great British Bake Off, and then when it was done, chopped it off again. But even the stuff on there was like, this is garbage. Like, well, how are you guys dropping the ball? I mean, there's a lot of things why that could be, but the money's dried up. I think that's a big thing. But what was one of these trailers I saw recently? It looked terrible. Oh, it was, I wish I could show it, because I would get dinged if I show it. So I'm not going to show it. But it was like a pandemic. This is the content I've seen too. Like the TV shows, they like throw in the pandemic as a plot line or a set. So a lot of Zoom, which is fucking terrible. It's like, people? I worked in the movie theater industry for a while. I was a projectionist, so I'm a little bit insider, right? Okay, I'm a kind of a big deal. No. I did meet Will Smith once and Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler was cool. Will Smith, not. He was a dick. But anyways, when you go to a movie theater, it's the escape. And it's just escape your shit life. Do you want to be reminded of this shit when you go into a movie? It makes no fucking sense. Why would you want to go into a movie and see a Zoom call when you've probably been on Zoom calls all week long? You know, you want to pull your fucking face off, I think, at that point. Yeah, movies suck. I was watching a little bit of this Soul movie, which I thought looked like shit at first. Pixar. I got to watch about half of it. It's pretty good. Miguel O'Connor mentioned it, I think, on Twitter, and then on Tinfoil Podcast. So I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. What I saw was pretty good. It was pretty intense. I was like, this is intense for a little kid movie. It's like, reminds me of the kid movies when I was a kid. Because they were like hardcore, like Watership Down. The original Watership Down's fucked up. Secret Nim, stuff like that. Dark. A lot of death. But it seemed like it had a good message. I will finish it and I'll have a full, maybe I'll do my little spiel on it. Maybe I won't have much to say. But like the graphics were cool. It was very, very, looked all right. Didn't look creepy. Didn't see any weird agendas as of halfway through. Carl Jung makes an appearance. So that was pretty good. Yeah, is anyone in the chat? Say hello. No? Nothing? You fucking bastards. Just sitting here watching me expose myself. Speaking of exposing myself, I do have an OnlyFans. Please go ahead in there and subscribe. I do show my butthole a lot. No, not really. I don't have OnlyFans. I think that's fucking terrible. I actually, I think about that since the economy is like in the tank and they pretty much killed it on purpose. And the future is going to be a lot of stuff like this, where you might have to like perform like a monkey to get your bitcoins and whatnot, your tokens to the circus. OnlyFans is terrible. Don't get me wrong. If that's what you make your money, you go do that. But I really have some questions like what happened to lead you there. I also find it lazy. Like, you can't get a job. I think you can. Is it really empowering? Hot takes. Get me off. Women do not like when you take hot takes, right? Am I right, men? Am I right? I don't know. This isn't material. I'm tired. I'm trying. I actually thought about doing some stand-up, but that's not happening anymore, right? There's no stand-up comedy coming back. It's just going to be stuff like this, which, some are killing at it, some aren't. Or most aren't. Some are. But, I don't know. I'm just rambling. This is Stream of Consciousness. Thank you. What else is going on? So what do we have looking forward to? Yeah. Just get weird. I say that's a good thing. I think I was actually today looking on Amazon for like full blown like Dark Knight Bane mask, because I was actually entertaining that. I was like, that's a good experiment. What if I just go wear this everywhere? I mean, can they say anything? I'd be like, put on a mask. And I'm like, you're trying to tell me how to wear a mask. I do wear a mask. Don't you see it? It's on my face. If I take this off, I will die. Or something like that. Just fucking fuck with people. Just can a camera. Because here's the thing. It's like subversive. Because you are being compliant, but you're not at the same time. So that's one way you can do work into this. Because the masks aren't going away. And I made that argument on my video. But I've got more into that in the part 3 why that's not going to go away, at least for a long time, but probably is around forever. But I don't know about Americans. We'll buy that forever. Let's hope not. Like, get that spirit fucking, Let's get this together, guys. Let's not do this shit. Don't fucking cock out. These guys are weak. They're weak. We can all give them swirlies by the end of the day, and it'll be over. Just get the Schwab. We'll get the Gates. I know those guys are they're out in the front, right? The creepy farmers. We'll have to work on getting them. Do a little intel. Get some like Navy SEAL guys or something, those crazy hunters, right? But those guys, they're weak, right? I mean, they wear khakis. I mean, Bill Gates. I should probably be saying this, but fuck it. I'm on borrowed time. Bill Gates is not smart. You can tell if you listen to him talk. He's no smarter than I am, and I'm not smart at all. Actually, I think I'm smarter than him. Because I have a sense of humor, and he lacks that, and that's higher intelligence. But he's not. If you listen to it, I would pull up a clip. It's just like every other word's like bah. He's like, well, if you just take the vaccine, bah. That's not what a smart person sounds like. No. We swirly all of them. Just one swirly after another. It's like a Gitmo swirly, right? We just Gitmo swirly them all. We should make bowling great again. Not like intense, okay? I think there was a Simpsons episode where Nelson was like, yeah, was it a vaccine that got rid of, I think, whoa, that'd be a weird synchronicity. But like the bullies weren't bullies anymore, right? And Lisa figured out maybe it was a vaccine. She injected it into Nelson to make him a bully again because there's a natural order. Nerds need to be picked on a little bit so it keeps, because their intellect's so high. And not Bill Gates, he's a dummy. He's just a tool. But nerds actually can create massive amount of destruction. They need a little bit of the bully or the alpha, kind of like, and it's not like it's more like, it's actually more like busting balls. So they feel not ostracized, part of the community, but also it keeps them aligned, lets you know that, hey, hey guy, if you try to make some sort of deadly pandemic to kill us all, you're just swirly, right? Just a thought. These are just thoughts. They're not dangerous. You can have thoughts for now. I don't know what they have in store to try to get rid of that. Right now it's just like dumb shit to silence you. Oh, take away my social media that's ruining my brain and fucking causing me anxiety and depression. Take it away. Oh, how dare you. It should be taken away. It should be like Fight Club right at the end where they're like blowing up the buildings. Don't take that out of context. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm saying it's a metaphor. But like at the end of, they're watching the buildings go down and dude's there with the chick and he's like, you made me at a very hard time. All those buildings are social media, metaphorically, not the real buildings. I don't know where they are. If you're going to do that, you have to do it on your own. I'm not involved with this. I'm not a domestic terrorist. You can't pin that on me. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. Live stream of consciousness. We are at 12:17 a.m. And we're just chilling. I said I was going to go, but I started feeling a little spark again. Because I started feeling like I wasn't being entertaining. I just want to entertain. I'm not trying to figure it all out. There's too much mystery in the world to figure out, and that's good. It's like these guys, like the Gateses and the Fauci. Jesus Christ, that little goblin. Talk about a misanthrope. They're all misanthropes. That's the one thing. I was like, if you can't discern, that these people don't like people and definitely don't like you, and you're gonna inject yourself with something they made. I don't know how you don't see it. It's not good. Don't do it. I mean, they'll probably force it at some point. I mean, they're already starting to try to do it with commerce. That's where they got us by the balls, right? We have to comply with commerce. Because commerce is part of the waterland laws, or the water laws, right? straw man's water. You know that thing. I'm not really good on hip on all the straw man argument, but it seems like that's where they're getting us. Just they start with the communists, and they're building their stupid little app city. This technology is not there. You know, I think a lot of people are, especially that Boston Dynamics. I'm gonna see if I can pull that up. Let's look at the Boston Dynamic shit show of the robots they showed recently on their Twitter, I believe. Boston Dynamics. I spelled that wrong. Okay. Oh, so okay. I can't play the song because that would be a big no-no. So I'll keep that on pause or mute. So it does. The song is "Do You Love Me?" You know. Here, I gotta turn this one down. You know the "Do You Love Me?" That one. Okay. Let's check it out. This. If you. Oh, I'm off centered. I'm sorry. One second. If you do not see this, I don't know if you're ready for what's coming. Which I don't know what that is, but it's something. Okay, let's watch this. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll give him this. The graphics are pretty good. Can I go in full screen? Let's go full screen. Oh, good God. Not that one. See, I can't even use this. How? If I can't even do this. Okay. Going full screen. Okay. To me, and I have this right in my face, this is very apparently, this is very much CGI. Okay, now it's cleared. It was getting a little dicey. I mean, the movement, there's no way that's real. Where's the shadows? They're very light. Okay, there's shadows. This is all CGI. These are puppets, CGI puppets. Now, when you see these things in real life, they're just puppets. They're remote control. These walking, dancing ones, not the robot dogs. Those are easier to fool people with. But the standing ones, oh, those are pieces of shit. I think they had one come on the stage and it fell right in front of everyone. And they're like, oh, must have been a glitch. You're right. This is so obviously CGI. This is copyright bot out there. This is just me doing commentary. That's all it is. So, is there another one? I think there's another one that comes in. Yep. There's this other. I don't know what the hell it is. Ridiculous. Look at these things. These things aren't coming for your jobs or to kill you. So relax, okay? It's not happening. So you see, like, oh my God, it's so magnificent. It's not. It's garbage. There's like, for instance, the phones. That should be your biggest indicator. Look at cell phones. Has cell phones gotten any more? Oh, let me get my music on. I'm not feeling that one either. But is cell phones gotten any better, really? Except now they can, like, fold and, like, flippity floppy. They look like old floppy phones, like the old razors. But it's the screen. That's not new technology. They had that shit in Singapore, like 12 years ago. It's not getting any better. The new iPhones look like the old 9 phones. I think we're just going to start seeing a decline. It's going to get worse. And so, I mean, you actually should feel better about that. Because I think technology, in a lot of ways, don't get me wrong, because I'm using technology to get across to you. And that's great. I like that. But if you try to obfuscate everything with technology, you're a fucking douchebag, and you're gonna basically kill yourself, and to have no skills and be useless. Here's a little example. So when my grandmother died 2 years ago, we were going through all her stuff and packing it up, and there was kitchen utensils and stuff. Me, my sister, and my mother were kind of like deciding who gets what. And I grabbed the ice cream scooper that she had. And I remember growing up with this specific ice cream scooper. This scooper was from like the 40s. Still works perfectly great. Everything, you don't have to oil it, nothing. Works perfect. Steel, I don't know what it is. It's not steel. I think it was like smelted metal. I don't know. This thing is, I could club someone to death with it. I'm not going to do it. But I could if I had to. If I had a John Wick, I could kill someone with that ice cream scooper. But the point is, I have an ice cream scooper that's like fucking, I don't, it's like 70 years old, right? And it's never broken. And it's scooped a lot of ice cream, you know? Now, if I go buy an ice cream scooper now, it's got maybe a year. If I buy a top line, year or two, you know, I'm roughly, I don't, someone might go in the comments like, I have the Omega 16 ice cream scooper. It's lasted 5 years. The point is, if I go buy some shit that was garbage, made various, you put your whatever country that's obfuscated and made that for us, it's not going to last. And this is kind of like where technology is, because technology isn't built to last. The old technology worked great to do a lot of things, building houses. I had like clippers too. I got from her that still worked. I got my grandfather's fucking Ruger that I think he killed a Nazi in World War II because he like flew during World War II when it was the Army before they made an Air Force. He was actually part of building the Air Force. So there's your like spook connection. If you're gonna say you're a spook, it's like, yeah, my grandfather helped create the Air Force, and so much. Not like but he was part of the process as it was being built into it. But he had a Ruger, and I got that, and that shit fucking works. I didn't shoot it, but like like German engineering, right? But I think he killed a Nazi to get it. I think that's what was con it. And you kill a dude, and you're like, it's a trophy. You know, I think it's probably haunted. I keep it out in the garage. I don't have it in the house. I don't. It's got bad vibes. That got really derailed right there. Talking about ice cream scoopers, the Nazi pistols. Again, embarrass myself. Humiliating. Here on the live stream of consciousness. Thank you for coming along. But the point was, technology is not good to a certain extent. So I understand why the Amish are like, nah, we're not doing this. And just how it's built, not just like physically, but the economic model of most things are built not to last because they need you to keep on buying it and buying more. And hence why now you have a bunch of fucking assholes who built all the problems in the world telling us we are the problem because we bought all their shit because they basically built this world. You know what I mean? This is like the Green Deal. Why this constant, like our grandparents / parents got very wealthy, obfuscating the responsibility to manufacture and have shit here, so they can get rich quickly, and then take those jobs elsewhere. So that should be the lesson after our society collapses, because it's on its way, and it's fine. It's not. Don't be scared. What you should do is just prepare. By prepare, I want you to go to patriotcentral.com, put in the promo code Booseephus live stream of consciousness for 10% off on your food bucket. 40 pounds of mac and cheese, 30 pounds of cheesy mac, and then another 10 pounds of rice and roni with cheese. It'll get you through the apocalypse. I don't have a promo code. I don't even know that's a real company. But the point is, we're in an exciting new time. And I think we can do a lot of cool shit. And we can build shit to last. And we don't have to have a bunch of constant nonsense jobs. I'm envisioning, which will probably take a while. It could be past my time. Hopefully our children will inherit this world. And I need to look into this more, but I got fascinated recently with the Gilded Age. Because the Gilded Age brought more beauty in the world that we know of. I'm not talking about antiquity, because antiquity that's a whole nother thing. We don't need to go into that, but that's one that's graspable. The Gilded Age brought so much beauty. People built with. There were so many craftsmen and skilled people in that age, and they built with at least, I mean, maybe some hated their job. I don't know, but it appears, at least if you find some old furniture, or if you go watch anything, go on YouTube, looking at that era of buildings and furniture and whatnot that we still have. I mean, beautiful, built to last. We couldn't do it. You know, a lot of us couldn't do it, especially the buildings. It's like that kind of love and work that went into building those things. Amazing. That spirit lies still in humanity and in humans. And I think a lot of our problems is because inherently we know we have that, and it got taken away from us from just a few assholes. You say who that is. I'm not gonna, I'm not threatening anyone. Okay, YouTube. It's not my job. It's not my job to go after people. It's here to stream of consciousness, right? But also that era, people were the most wealthy. That was that we know of. Okay, antiquity, probably not as much. Yeah, there was a couple places, but the middle was fat, stacked with cash. As far as I've read, I'm gonna look more into this. I might even do a stream about it. That might be interesting, right? People like to see, like, the Gilded Age, see what's going on with that. So what I'm saying is, why not have a Gilded Age 2.0? Gilded Age 2022. Because 2021 is going to be a shit show, right? We've got a lot of work to do before we get there. But we can build a Gilded Age 2.0. I mean, would people be more happy, fulfilled, more income? Because there's no middleman, and you're a craftsman, and you just go, oh, you need that? I got you. And you do the thing for love. And I don't know how currency works in this situation. Maybe the gold standard comes back. I don't know. That's why it's the Gilded Age, right? They gilded everything with gold. It's beautiful. Again, technology's on its last rung, its last leg. It's hobbling. It's not good. It's dying. It has COVID. That's why I'm here to tell you guys. Technology has COVID. It's done. Okay? The technoligarchs, the technoligarchs, the tech oligarchies. I made that up, I think. Technoligarchs, these are hobo goats. Keep along. We're gonna have more as we go into the future. There's just one Ponzi scheme after another. That's the thing about that was what when I learned about how IPOs work, especially in like tech companies. That is the biggest flim flam, and it's just it's just like the biggest calamity waiting to like bring down the economy. If you have all these like IPOs, they're like, well, yeah, we make $10 billion a year, and then they lied and pumped their numbers out, and then sell the company or put it on the stock exchange. And then everyone's like, oh, this is fucking awesome. It's a great company. And then they go, well, yeah, it is. Well, I'm going to sell. That's how awesome it is. I'm going to sell all my stock. And then they offset, make a few billion real quick. And then that shit tanks. I worked for a place like that was trying to do that before COVID. I mean, Corduroy 33. Before Corduroy 33 hit, they were trying to pump their numbers and look better and bigger and go to IPO. But it didn't work. And then after it didn't work, it was very apparent that they were fudging numbers. Yeah. And some other things. I'm not going to talk anymore about that. Because maybe they'll come after me. I don't know. But look, you'll be warned. If you come after me, bro, I'm ready. I mean, I'm not like super, super ready, but I'm like, I wish I was like that. I wish I was like, I could do Krav Maga and all kinds of cool shit, knife fight and stuff. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna try. I got some clips, screen tips, hollow points. Okay, not a threat, just a promise. Because right now we still have our Second Amendment, and please, if you are a new gun owner, keep up with that. Because they're trying to take that shit away. They already are drafting new bills. They're not. The new administration's not even in. Joe Blow and the new Republicans, the Democrat. I'm trying to think of a word that would work better with that. Republicrats. Yeah, that sounds good. They're ready. They're ready to go for it all, and it's not going to work. I mean, it's over. Like, these people just need to calm down. It seems like they've lost their mind because, like, I was on Twitter and I see Nancy Pelosi Joso, and the Shumis, the Chuck Shumis. They're just losing their mind over there, right? They're like, 25 amendments. Get him out. He's crazy. He's gonna blow up everything. And they're like, he's impeach. Let's impeach. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Impeach? It's like 12, 13 days away. You guys can't even get a fucking stimulus check in. Like, it takes you like 8-9 months to get a stimulus check in, which you end up stealing most of it. You go, oh yeah, here's a check, and that's a 1,500 page bill. You get 1%. We get the rest. And then you're going to pay for it in taxes. Anyways, they're just melting. And that's the thing I don't understand. It's like, this is a psyop. Why these theatrics? Why the Pelosi and the Shumis and all the other Republics? Why all the panic? I don't get it. Panic, maybe because we're in a pandemic. Pan causes panic. It affects minds. See where I'm going with this? Interesting times, right? Interesting, but exciting. Good. I think that's going to be one important thing. We just say, take a deep breath and try to take every day as a hilarious joke. Even if you have something personally happen to you that's tragic or whatever. I don't think that's great. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of hilarious things going on right now. It's pretty funny. And I think they're trying to amp up the fear because it's just falling apart. And that's where we're, like I say, Dadaism here is going to be great. Just be silly. Even if they cut off all electricity and they're like, oh, kick everyone off your fucking spy device. Good. Embrace it. Learn a skill. And that's where I come back with Gilded 2.0. We learn skills. We get weird. Dada weird. We build a better society. We grow our own food. I mean, who wants to eat bugs? That's it. Bug patties and all this shit. Fucking like veggie meats that's like filled with GMO'd like carcinogens. Like, these people don't like us. Like I said, they're misanthropes. Do not buy what they're selling. And that's all it is. It's a sell. Doesn't mean you have to take it. This is how the merchant class works. They just offer their terms of service. Do you take it or do you just walk away? I said we walk away. Some of you aren't. Some of you are going to go right into that slaughter. It's fine. Oh, speaking of which, the other thing I saw another article. I wonder if I can find that. I found this crazy article. I thought it was an Onion article, and maybe it was. Maybe I dreamt it. But I think it was saying if you eat in the future, they'll be eating poop, like it's good for you or some shit like that. And I was like, what? Let's see. I don't even know how I'm going to Google this. It's going to be in my Google Hertz. See, there's some Dadaism in between my Boston Dynamics and other crazy weird shit I'm researching. I got eating poop. It will confuse the bots and the FBI agents and CIA and all them. All the agencies. Let them think I'm insane. Eating poop. Eating poop in the future? I don't know how to put this. I wish I could remember the nonsense title. Maybe it was a bot that wrote it. Maybe it wasn't even a real article. I think a lot of these articles aren't even. I think they're all generated by AI now at this point. Wait, like, do we know real journalists? Maybe a few flash ones. They could be deep fakes too. Because that's what the end of their progressive thing is. It's all just nonsense, broken AI. That's not even AI. It's algorithms. It's not artificial intelligence. Because you can't generate consciousness. You as a human being and myself, which I'm not that smart and advanced, but the spirit and mind, which is not your brain, but as far as science is concerned, it's just your brain. It's so advanced in computing power, it can't be done. That's what I'm saying. It's not happening. Don't get worked up about your job being taken away by a shitty algorithm. Maybe that's the best it'll get. If that's the case, go out there, make a table. Make a beautiful table. Make a beautiful fence. Build a sweet-ass car. I don't know what it is. Those things will be more self-fulfilling and satisfying as we go into the next phase. Because the old world is falling apart, and when they want the new world, it's even more garbage. And we don't do that, okay? We just don't do that. And some think it's going to be a Borg. Even me at some points, I'll be like, this is all Borgy. It's the more I think about it, it's like, it's nonsense. This is not happening. It's really funny. It's really funny. Just laugh. So, okay, we're eating poop in the future, right? Eating poo in the future. Okay. Let me just get a screen sage. Yeah, man. Okay. We should consider eating our own poo for a better future. Vice. Oh, Vice. Of course. Why wouldn't it be Vice? I mean, I think those guys at Vice are eating their own poo, right? It's gotten that so, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh boy, I dropped that joke. That would have been a really good one. If I would have gotten the timing right. Those boys at Vice, they've gotten so full of themselves, they're eating their own shit. Something like that. That would have been really good. I dropped it. My apologies. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at in an undisclosed location. Should I be? I forgot the music. I forgot the music was going. I guess I don't need it right now. I'm doing good. Maybe the music was distracting. I'll work this out. The stream of consciousness. Okay, so we should Munchies by Food Advice, October 4th, 2016. Oh, so this is an old one. Oh, so this is before it got even weirder. They're already. Oh, this was planting a seed for the Great Reset. Not only do they want you eating bug patties, which would actually probably be like, oh, you're middle class, you can have a bug patty. If you're not middle class, you're like a lower rung shitbird. You're gonna eat actual shit. Why we should consider eating our own poo for a better future. A modest proposal. Oh no, sorry. This modest poop proposal is not as far-fetched as it might sound at first. Wow, Josh Evans, I don't know who you are, you piece of shit, but you're gonna eat someone's shit. We're not gonna eat shit. You're gonna eat that shit. You're gonna eat my shit. I'm gonna come to your house. This is a threat. I'll take this one. If I have to go down on YouTube or Twitter, I am threatening right now let this be shown. I'm threatening Josh Evans right now that he's gonna eat my shit. I'm gonna make him eat my poo. I'm gonna poo in his mouth. And if he likes it, I might get a little weirded out and stop doing it. But if he doesn't like it, I'm definitely gonna do more of it. The future of food. I'm not gonna read this whole article, but what's going on here? What are we doing? Okay, let's see. I hope you can see that on your end. I don't know if you can see. There really is a lot going on with insects. They've got a lot of protein, fat, and some minerals to boot. See, that's the protein. That's the cell. Eat bugs. Eat bugs, you piece of shit. You're not gonna have cows. You're not gonna have chickens. You know, in the UK right now, they're having people they're killing people's backyard chickens that give them eggs and like meat birds because they're saying that the Corbid 44 33 911 is given bird flu to them, so they have to like call them. It's fascinating. These guys are panicking. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry. You just say no. And if there's enough of you saying no, they can't do shit. Let's look at them. Okay. Anyways, blah blah blah. Same nonsense. NGO slash crap. They say greenhouse emissions. Reduce the water. Blah blah blah. Propaganda. So he ate at a Nordic food lab in Copenhagen. Spent the last 4+ years investigating the eating potential of insects. Did he now? I highly doubt that. We tasted dozens of species in more than 10 countries across. Okay, what's this? Oh, there was luxurious termite queens in Kenya. Oh my fucking god. Okay, we're Americans. We don't eat bugs. You know what? I think people eat bugs. I know, like in the Philippines and things like that, they're more likely to eat bugs. They might like it. That's fine. If you like to eat bugs, you eat bugs. But if you force people to eat bugs, you're a fucking asshole, and you're gonna go down. You're gonna eat my poo. Jeff Evans, whoever. I think that was your name. You're gonna eat my poo. We're getting there. Okay, let's skip ahead. Blah blah blah. Oh, energy. See, it's always about energy. It's like, oh, there's not enough energy. There's so much energy, people. There's so much. These are all lies. We can make a lot of energy, especially with our fists, right? I'm kidding. Don't take that out of context. Animal ethics, okay. Vegan nonsense. Don't. If you're a vegan, that's fine. You can be a vegan. Just don't force on anyone. See how this works? My body, my choice. Okay, like that. Okay. In short, okay. So here we go. Okay, so this whole half of an article was hippy dippity nonsense. Was basically shaming you for eating the way you do and how you grew up because you're a piece of shit, even though they built it that way. And factory farming is horrendous and it shouldn't be done. Having said that, you don't have to do that. You can also do permaculture and you can have animals be happy and you have to like slaughter them like an insane person. Did you know if you hunted one animal, you like people that like actually like conserve, like people that like say they're pieces of shit monsters who like go hunt their own food, hunt an animal, they'll kill like a deer and elk and they'll feed them for like a year. Okay, you know think about that. If you hunted a cow and you killed it and then you ate up that cow for over a year, I mean, you're good. We don't have to do this nonsense. It's anyways. Where was it? Oh, in short, we can poo our poo and eat it too. Wow. Really? Did he say it that way? Did he get a little chuckle with himself when he said it? He's like, oh my god, this is such a good line. And sure, we can poo our poo and eat it too. And we should. Oh, eat that poo. You're going to eat my shit, man. I'm going to find you. I'm going to make you eat my poo poo. You want to eat poo? You're going to eat. I'm gonna make it messy too. I'm going to have like some messy keto fucking Chipotle bowl with that hot spicy mess. Oh, it's going to be, it's not going to be fun. Anyways. Okay, so. and almost environmentally ethical sound. They use the same language. It's always, Seth. So that's the other thing about spell breaking. We're going to talk about watch language. Language is very powerful. That's what wizards use. Language builds the universe. It builds realities. You're like, no, it doesn't physically happen. It's like, it's in the fucking Bible, okay? It may not have been literal. It could have been. I think it's both. But your perceptions are built by words, okay? Follow along. And if you don't like this, just fuck off, okay? I don't care. Actually, if you're here, I do appreciate you. And please subscribe. And I'm not telling you to fuck off. I'm talking about like the people that might come by like a fucking puppet or a muppet and go, oh, fuck you. I don't want to eat poo. It's actually going to be, what's his name? All right, forgot. Josh Evans, because you're forgettable. You're a piece of shit. You're going to eat my shit. Okay, well, what do you say? Okay, so the most ethically and sound option for human civilization on the planet for the long term, right? Food diversity is a bother, a gross inefficiency. No, it's not. If you look into permaculture, you know how much food you can grow in just like a fucking tiny yard. It's insane. Yeah, this is bullshit. This guy's a fucking little bitch, and he probably like polishes Klaus's Schwab. You know what I mean? He polishes it. If you polish, that's fine. I'm not saying don't polish, but if you're polishing Schwab, no respect. You're gonna eat my poo. Okay. Anyways, so it's a problem with the planet. Okay, where's your cell? Is that it? Just that we eat poo? Did I miss something? So in short, we just eat poo. Okay. I skipped ahead of too much. Fecal recycling. Okay, who would eat it? Many are skeptical we could get our entire species to start eating their own excrement. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking Satanist. it hit me. He's a full-blown Nazi Satanist. Did you ever see that movie? It's like a fucking. I couldn't watch it, but I know what it is. But there's a movie about Nazis that are like, it's like it's a torture porn flick. And I think it was made in the 60s, and like these Nazis are basically torturing children the whole time, making them eat poo, and it's awful. This is that piece of shit right here. He's gonna eat my poo. You'll see. I'm going after you, Evans. I'm coming after you. Because I know Vicing, you ain't working for Vicing anymore. I know they cut your job, dude. You're I'm coming for you. Okay. So what was it? So it's a bunch of nonsense about. So it sounds like you just the idea is that you can recycle food from poo and then you eat it. But that's not how it works. You don't get nutrition from already broken down food. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna even read the rest of this. This is literal shit. This is the worst fucking article in the world. Oh snap! Look at that. This is the only thing good about these articles. You find the little bottom parts that have the or what are these guys? These are the Barkerbo brothers. I know there's a whole thing on like 4chan of them. Okay, I'm not gonna get sidetracked. Anyways, that was the poo article. And I think that's it. I think we're good. I streamed great. I think I streamed for 2 hours. It's not bad. Pretty good. I don't want to get boring or lose you guys. Did I have anyone try to get in the chat? Hey, someone was there. We're gonna make burgers from our own cells. Yeah. That's what they're saying. No, they're not going to do that. At least in my opinion. I think they're selling a lot of things, but they just want us to eat shit and bugs because they're sadists and they're garbage. And their souls are dead, and they know it, and that's why they want to be transhumanists, and they like whack off mentally, and it's fucking sad, really. In the end, you guys should feel bad for these people to a certain extent. But on the other hand, they kind of they made the bed they're gonna lay in that bed, and they will They will meet something. I don't know what it is. Could be themselves. But I know there's things at the end of that tunnel. And if you're a piece of shit and you're telling people to eat other people's shit, like this guy's gonna eat my shit, I might have to atone for that in my afterlife after I make Evans eat my own poo. But I think it's justified. I think JC or Buddha or whoever, they're gonna give me high fives for that. They're like, dude, it was so great when you ate that the Chipotle bowl and like just okay. This I know this got gross. I'm not a poo comic. Okay, I know that's lazy, but it's at the end of the show. Of course I'm gonna drop dukes. Soylent Green, they are promoting cannibalism. Yeah, they are. That one I can't figure out because I do think that happens. I think they do eat people. I mean, we know Dawkins try to write things about it, say, "Oh, it's a taboo." Wait, I'm gonna do my. I'm not an impression guy, but sometimes I can do it. I'm Richard Dawkins, and people find eating him eat is a taboo and pedophilia. But we gotta get over this. Okay, that wasn't a really good one. That sputtery thing he does, so fucking annoying. But yeah, Richard Dawkins, at their elites, Podesta might eat people. Okay, allegedly. I mean, he's got the paint. He's like, I'm a terrorist now, right? Because I said that. Yeah, yeah, it might come down to that. It might come down. They might. I think the way they would ration cannibalism is it's gotten so bad. Like it's like Mad Max bad. We're like, oh, we gotta eat each other. Then, but a lot of times, I feel like a lot of these things are just nonsense. They're just clickbait. It's so taboo and crazy that you're gonna click on it, right? Because that's what the model generates now as far as the media. The media's gone insane because it's in the model. Think about it. After cable, before cable, or even just like nightly news, like when you have 4 channels or 2 channels, and it was black and white, it was like one guy and you trust him, and he's like, that guy. You saw him once a night, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they only came in once a week. I don't know when that started. But it was like nightly, right? Like in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. You see these people nightly, and like, this is the thing that happened during the day. So that was their model at that point, and they would have advertisers for those shows, and it was done deal. Not too much to do. And you can argue too that they were part of the propagandic arm at that point too. I think they were. But the business model, after it went to cable, changed dramatically. When they had to do 24-hour news, they had to keep your attention glued, right? Forever. Now it's even more intense because they didn't have anything else to talk about. Like Trump, it's like 24/7 for the last like 6 fucking years or 5. I see our time dilation is insane. I don't even know. It's just gaslighting. They had nothing else to talk about, so that's why they're gonna fall too. Because their model's breaking. So when we talk about the online articles and stuff, like we see this like poo articles and cannibalism. Some of that is like kind of fluffing people a little bit for the agendas coming up. And some of it also must be just complete nonsense they're trying to generate clicks. All right. I mean, this makes sense to me because they have to keep on going. And then I think also now, because there was that weird, it wasn't a few months ago, they had that weird, if you typed in like any number with a corduroy 33 deaths or something, or cases, I think it was cases, it would just randomly generate articles. And that was a big revealer. I don't see anyone talking about that anymore. I thought that was interesting. It's like, oh, wow. So you type in any number and then you get an article. Because I think that was what's kind of going on. These things are just operating. There's like these shitty, stupid algorithms that are just making the nonsense. And they're just, so it makes sense in their business model. Like, this is fine, but it's literally insane. Like, this is stuff an insane person would do. And they don't think it's insane. So that's why we're going insane. Like, partially. There's other stuff too. But the world, and I get it. I don't have all the answers. I'm just one dude. And I'm not that smart. And there's a lot of smarter people. They've helped shaped my worldview. So, so when I am barring or whatever, I'll mention them. But there's a lot of people that, where was I going with this train of thought? You're at the stream of consciousness. We're at the stream of consciousness. Thank you. Yeah, it's so we're in a world where it's just so much nonsense and no one's happy. It's breaking down because it's nonsense. The meaning's gone, and you need meaning. Humans need meaning, and there is meaning in the world. And someone could argue me, they're like, I have a PhD in meaningsology, and I went to 18 different schools, and I'm a doctor and also a lawyer. I don't care. That's over too. College is over. If you went to college, that's great. I'm happy that you're actually probably, college people are smart. I get that. But you're not going to get a job. That's over. I'm sorry to break it to you. Learn a trade too. So you can be smart and have a trade. That's fine. You know how much a welder makes? They make like over $200,000 a year if they're just welding small things. Now, if you're an underwater welder, you're making like $1 million a year. You might have only worked twice. Don't quote me on those. Those numbers, I'm just throwing them out. But I know you can do a lot more. Make a lot more money. Feel a lot happier. So I think that's what we need to do. Is figure out what makes us happy. This makes me kind of happy doing this. It's kind of just like, because I don't have friends. I have friends. They're internet friends. I don't have real friends. I mean, I did, I think. I don't know. It's been a tough time. I have a lot of people don't talk to me anymore after this certain events. They're like, oh. There's a lot of people too that kind of disappoint me. They kind of like cucked out a bit on this, right? For it to be like, oh, it's, fucking Illuminati and blah, blah, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, we got guys, we better get in our restrictions and put on the mask. It's like, you fucking kidding me? Really? After all this, now you're going to fucking just go, oh, get some balls. Metaphorical or literal. I don't care, just have them for what's coming. Anyways, I guess it's 1 a.m. I should probably wrap this up. I had a lot of fun. Yes, and thank you for chiming in the comments. I do appreciate you doing that. Hopefully, if we follow each other on Twitter or whatnot, just let me know, because I'll follow you back. So here's the thing: I wanna follow people back, but so what I did before when I got on Twitter, I would follow people. If they followed me, I followed them right back. But what I started noticing, thank you. There was this trend where I'd get either them blasting me shortly after, because I guess they see who I am after a few tweets, and I'm kind of like I appear to be a monster on Twitter, but I'm not. Most of the time, I guess context is hard, which is I'm getting better at it, but I'm trying to be funny most of the time. That's because I think we need a laugh, right? And I can come off pretty dark. I have a dark gallows sense of humor. But if you follow me, and I haven't followed you back, just interact with me a little bit. That's kind of like, I need that cue. Not the cue ain't on. But if you followed me, I'd follow you back, dude. What's up? But I find it better to kind of establish a little bit of a rapport. And then I'll follow you back. Because then the other thing too would happen is that I'd follow someone and then I notice they'd follow me, I think just so they can get the follow back, and then when they got it, they just unfollow so they can pump up their numbers. And it's like, why, dude? That's so stupid. I mean, what's the point of that's, again, social media and stuff. And I've met a lot of cool people, don't get me wrong, and there's a lot of good stuff about it. But the shadow part of what it does, it's just awful, and we need to fix that. Probably not being honestly, not as much at least. I have a Twitter problem. I do. Once I found it, I was like, I don't understand this. And then once I got a little understanding and used to it, I was like, that could be a real fucking monster. I can really lay some demons out of myself and put it on the world. I'm gonna find that Evans and poo in his mouth. So if you guys get on Twitter and you just take this clip of me threatening that man, that person that I'm going to put in his mouth, give it right to him, tag him. I am coming after him. Hear that? I'm coming after you, and I'm gonna poo in your mouth because you're trying to get us to eat poo. Or schwappy, schwabs. It's trying to get us to poo in each other's mouth. People are sick. These people are sick. But we don't have to be sick. And I felt like I've rambled too much. I'm just trying to, I don't know how you close this. I don't know how you, I need to, I need to closer music, right? That does it every time. You put in a closer. Let's look at it copyright free because I'm not, I could probably play like some old band and I not get a copyright issue. But what's this one? I'm gonna find something. I'm just gonna assume whatever I'm gonna click on, it's gonna be the perfect thing to end on, and it might not be. It might be just be garbage. But it's probably gonna be some advertisements. I don't want that to be played into my stream. I will set this up better next time. I'll have like catered music, or maybe not even do the music anymore, or just like an in and out. I don't know. I needed something to wet the whistle for me because I didn't want to just be here nonsense and like as if it's quiet, then I'm not comfortable. That's fine. I'm trying to keep it chill, right? It's gonna get intense out there probably the next few weeks, so just relax, okay? Enjoy. Look around. Here's the thing. You might be in a city that's going insane and people are just twitching all over the place and fucking screaming about their genitals or, insurrections. If that's the case, just go. You don't need that place anymore. That's over. I mean, obviously get your shit together first. Don't just like get a bindle and hit the road and the sun is, coming down as you go over that little, the scene. You got some little time, but not much. Okay. I don't know how much time, or maybe you have all the time in the world. I don't know. But the point is, find the thing that gives you passion and love, and also give it out. Don't take it as much, or give it out as much as you take it. Self-feeding feedback machine, right? We'll be a lot more happier. There's enough love in the world, I think. I don't know. These apps have really fucked that up too, right? I'm glad I got out of the dating game before that shit happened. That'd be a mess on all the grinders and flip flabs and chats. Wait, grinders are for gay men, right? I wouldn't be on Grindr, so don't get your hopes up, bears. That's a hairy gay man. Because I know I'm appealing to you guys. I appreciate it. But I don't swing that way. That's fine. You do you. Be happy. I got a damn commercial. I was so close to closing this up really good. And it gave me a commercial. I'm not happy anymore. I got to do this all over again. And as we close this out, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for joining me on this experiment of a first live stream. I just did it on a whim. I just felt it. Probably was not very good. Probably wasn't very good at first. So if you're watching it at first, you're like, this is not good. I understand. As I get more comfortable, we can go on this journey together. But just be happy. Try to be happy. It's not gonna feel happy for a little while. But you make your own happiness in a way. And by that is massaging and all the stuff I was saying before. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a guru. I don't even know why I'm talking like one right now. Oh, maybe someone needs to hear this. Maybe I touched one soul. One of your followers sent me here. I'm not on Twitter. Well, thank you. That's nice. Yeah, if you were on there, or if you're on Instagram, I'm currently on there, but we'll probably throw me off soon. I was posting a lot of pictures of Hitler today. That's probably got me on a list. Not like pro Hitler. Don't get me wrong. I was posting like as a joke, showing stuff that because people are losing their mind on Twitter. Like this guy was, I wish I could pull it up. Oh, maybe I could. Can I pull it up? I think I can pull it up. Oh boy, how far back was I? I see I'm on Twitter so damn much. This is not healthy. See, I need to take my own advice. And I'm getting commercials again. Okay, you know what? I'm very upset now. I don't like you interrupting my chill vibes. That's more chill. I'm not gonna find that tweet. But it was basically a guy that was basically saying like, I can't, us Democrats we can't be here with these people. I don't know if he meant like literally like be here with these people, and he's talking about Trump supporters, whatnot, that he needs to call, there needs to be a calling. That's what it sounded like. That's what I think most people got the impression he was talking about murdering Trump supporters. A little intense. That's not the energy we want to bring into the new world, right? The new year. Don't murder people unless they're trying to murder you, but don't get enjoyment out of it. Self-defense. Also, check your local state on self-defense laws. It might be a little messy. Okay? Seriously. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, and I was talking to you on my stream. Thank you for coming and even interacting with me. That's very cool of you. If you want to see if you can find me on Instagram, if you're on there, I go under the same handle. So, and if you ever get on the shit show Twitter, I'll follow you back. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun. You know, let's fucking do this shit. Let's roll into 2021 blackjack. Let's not let the house win, okay? At least if you the house is gonna win on some people. Let's be honest. It's not gonna be good. But if you have discernment, I'm gonna see this is how this show is gonna always end. I'm gonna ramble. I'm gonna be like, this is the end, and it's gonna be like 45 more minutes. If you try to reach whatever your higher Gilded 2.0 age person is, whatever that be, could be a lot of things. As long as it's not OnlyFans. If it's OnlyFans, you're not doing it right, okay? That's not the way to go. It's not the... And if you're like, hey, fucking piece of shit, I don't care. I know you're not happy, okay? You might be getting that money, but your soul, it's not feeling it, okay? So just I'm not talking to you in the chat if you think I'm saying like you have an OnlyFans and you shouldn't do it. I'm not. I just want to specify. I do appreciate you though. I'm trying to. I try to say your name, but I feel like I would say it wrong. Lolik. I'm not a good reader. I say words wrong all the time. I'm not smart, but I do appreciate you being here with me, watching the streams. Please subscribe, hit the likes buttons. I am migrating some stuff other platforms soon. I did start a BitChute, but the last time I tried to upload in there I had problems, so I'm gonna try again. But I'm gonna, if I get kicked off of YouTube, I'm gonna figure out other ways to go about this, because you know they don't own the internet. This is like AOL. They own like portions of it, but you know they don't own the internet. You know, they're trying to make you think they do. They don't. They don't own it. Shit. You are a free sovereign person as much as you want it. Just data it. Be the data. Be the weirdo. Claim your God-given rights. Whatever God that is. I'm not here to tell you what it is, but there's more to you. You're special, but not too special. Not like you're a little special fancy pants that needs to be commercial again. I hate commercials on stuff. I feel like I think it fucked up my flow again. I gotta do this again. So you're gonna be here for another 25 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone's even here anymore. They're like, okay, they're like, thank you. I'm it's like that. I'm that type of person. You're like, You like come to have like a meal. I'm like, oh, I'm like, all right. They're like, thank you. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on talking. Hey, Ordo, what up? Did you jump in right at the end? Oh, my friend. Well, it's good to see you. See that? There's me, Twitter folks, and also he is he's usually in the chats on the welcome weaving spiders. Oh, there, I'll plug. So tomorrow we have a show. I think it's like 7 p.m. or some shit. Oh man, I'm not good at this. Go to Weaving Spiders Welcome. I think they have a notification. Go around wherever you are in time and space. There's gonna be a show. It should be good, or just watch it after it's done. But if you want to go, come live, come hang out, do it for a laugh. We're just trying to have a good time. No hate, you know. That's not gonna serve us in the near coming. Yeah, you missed. Yeah, it's okay. I kind of did it on the fly. I didn't. This is new. I've never live streamed, so this is a new thing. Just working out the kinks. I'm gonna try to figure it out. You know, so you can go back in the beginning and watch it. I was kind of like, oh, it's a little weak at first, but it gets better. I think. I do threaten a journalist from Vice that he's going to eat my poo because he wants us to eat poo in the future. Part of the Great Reset. So go to that part. That part was pretty entertaining, I think. I think you'll like that. Or you don't. If you don't like potty humor, just skip it. I know it's low hanging fruit. It's poo fruit. No one likes that. I don't mind. I have a pretty open palate. Not the poo, but the poo humor. Okay, well, thanks again. I actually am going to close this out. I know I said this a while ago. I'm closing it. I don't even know how to hit stop. Maybe I'll just let it go. I'll let it go. I'm just gonna get a sandwich real quick. I'm gonna eat it because this channel is also gonna turn into a me eating. Love and respect to you also. Thank you. I'm gonna turn this into like a food eating because like people do that, right? They like eating on YouTube or whatever. It's like a food fetish. It's like people masturbate to that, right? Is that where we're at in the timeline? Everyone disgusts me. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad a couple people came out. I'm surprised. I didn't think anyone was going to be here. I honestly thought I was going to be just talking to myself like a fucking crazy person, which I am kind of talking to myself like a crazy person. But now I feel a little more charged. A few people out there chatting it up with me. Ah, yes. Oh, from London? Holy shit. Well, a tip of a hat to you. May I ask? May I ask if is this a sir or a milady or a none above from London? I mean, you know, next time we do this, you should tell me about what's going on in London, like with you guys, because I'm kind of curious on the other side of the pond how you guys are dealing with this this resetting of things, because it's, you know, it's everywhere. You know, the only people that aren't getting it are like indigenous people, but they'll come after them too, right? Nothing's safe or sacred here, huh? Such nonsense. These people are like, it's sad. It's really sad. Like they're vacant. Like Schwab, I want to kind of like, I wish I could see Schwab like be like an observer, like a floating entity, and just see what he's like in his normal day. I mean, it could be a horror show. He could be like butchering people and like all kinds of fucked up shit. But there might be like a thing where he like, after he like parades like an assistant, like breaks their spirit in a very German German way, and he goes into like he goes into his office and pulls out like a little drawer on his desk, and there's like some sort of like object. It's like it's very It's very what's that movie, that classic with the rosebud? You know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. It's a classic, and I can't remember the name of it because I can't remember shit. It's like that moment. He's got to have his rosebud moment, right? I want to see that moment in Klaus. Whatever. Is it like it's like an old baseball mitt that is he's like he's a little boy and he's like, Fata, would you play some base? Would you play? Like seeing his weird head on a little kid's body is really funny to me. Trying to get his father to talk and or play catch with him, and his father's like he's like, no, I'm trying to, his father's obviously he's like a high-ranking Nazi or something, and he's too busy doing Nazi stuff. I don't know, something like that. I want to see that moment, and then like a tear fall, and humanize him a little bit. It's hard to do. Let's just say the insane have taken over the asylum here in the UK and everywhere else, I guess. Yes, I would agree with you. It appears the majority has gone insane and they are dictating the rules of the Babylonian farmers, that's what I call them. Because they're taking orders. Or as I, like in the mask world, I've been calling them also like the Foot Clan, right? Citizen Kane, thank you so much. God damn my brain, it's not working. But yeah, the Foot Clan, they've been inducted into the Foot Clan. They're like a little. It's a spell. Like I'm gonna go into that. So if you new to my channel and whatnot, just go check out my first two videos on. The first one is Masks of the Future. The second one is oh boy, I don't even remember the title of it. It was a good title too. No, I don't even remember. Anyways, go check out my videos. I'm working on a third one that has to do with the greater nefarious scheme of this masking. I think, in my opinion, in my possible just inklings, not saying it is what is going on. Might be, maybe. Check it out. Tell me what you think. As long as it's not too mean. If it is, I will cry. And then I'll find you and I'll poop in your mouth. Because that's how I roll. Ninja Turtles. Donatello. Wait, I'm confused. Was I talking about Ninja Turtles? Cowabunga it is, sir. Cowabunga it is. Well, yeah, the UK, you have, I feel solidarity with you. You are our brothers and sisters on the, I know I've said in the past, like I've made jokes about like you guys like fucked up trying to rule us with your king and whatnot. But you guys have to deal with that. It's not fun. And we have our own little kings over here. We have lots of kings. You only have to deal with one monarchy. We have a bunch of them. So I think in the end, at least they're a little more upfront. That's what I'm asking. A little honesty. If you're gonna like be a little dictator, just be honest. Tell us up front. Don't be like all this shitty like sly and trying to pretend it's for our safety and health nonsense. That's why it's not gonna last. Because they're flexing, but they're still pretending it's for our own good. It's very passive aggressive. That doesn't do well. No one likes that. I'm the king of passive aggressive. Let me tell you, my mother taught me well. It's not good. But yeah, UK, stay, just keep your head up. You guys are tough though. You guys are tough as nails. I mean, even though you don't have guns, I'm probably, some of you do, right? You lost them in a boating accident, I'm guessing. But I seen the videos, you guys running around with like axes and like chains and shit. That's hardcore. I think it's more intimidating. So, I'm not saying you go do that yet. I'm kidding. This is a joke. I'm not inciting anything. It's not insurrection. Relax. Okay. All right. To wrap it up again for the fourth time. Thanks guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Please, we'll do it again. I'll Boy, I don't know. I don't know. You're not on Twitter, then I don't know how you're gonna get to know this. I guess you can subscribe, and then you'll get notifications. There we go. That works. Please do it. All right. Much love, and the apocalypse will not be televised, but it will be internalized for sure. Feel it.